Greetings from Berlin, my friends. I'm Andrea, and I would like to talk about the astrology of the financial markets in the middle of January and make a brief review of what we had in store so far for Bitcoin as well, because it was quite interesting, and I would like to dive into it right now. Let's start with a review that we want to do for Bitcoin. So we had 47K reached, even 48 briefly. I want to say that I filmed it on the controversial day of 10th of January, and it is near the new moon. And if you didn't see my other video with the new moon forecast, basically for the week before, please do that. And yes, we predicted in the calendar the Uranus aspect as a trigger for the big bump that we have seen. It was exact on the 4th. It manifested on the 8th after the weekend. Of course, the transaction volume is also a question, and Uranus is still retrograde. It approaches the stationary period, and it will move direct on January 27th. So it's important to know that big aspects, especially the ones with Uranus, are a bit delayed. Also, the ones with Jupiter are a bit slowed down because Jupiter was retrograde until December 31st, 2023. So imagine, changes speed, and it was stationary, and now it cannot take off immediately to normal speed, but it will ramp up at normal speed quite soon. Now, for the next weeks and months, I would like to tell you that we will have another important event. The fear star of Algol will be crossed. Everybody fears that. The Western astrologers say that it's, the worst star in the sky, but I don't think everything is doom and gloom. We will dive into it in subsequent videos in 2024, and we have prediction for 2025 with details to follow. I will also release some products where I go into crypto as well, and what is the impact on crypto. Now, for the ones that do not know yet, but I feel that it was quite widespread, we introduced since January 2024 the XAU index for gold and silver, and the forecast is now available each month on both gold and silver tiers. So if this really is an index you trade along S&P 500 and Nasdaq maybe, then that is also an option for you. Now, I would like to repeat now at the beginning at, the first slides, the fact that we have the BTC and ETH related videos, and they are dedicated, not like this one, so it's specific for BTC and ETH. And we have also a downloadable PDF calendar, which includes for BTC also the days when we have potential, fires, so to speak, I call them. It's like this pump dump that we could see also. So, for example, it was yesterday, January 9th, when we had, the big pump to 28K approaching at least, and it was sudden. So such sudden moves are usually quite, put for the day. Not in all cases, it's very difficult, and sometimes so our precision is not like our level for sure. And if you join, we do have this offer that after 4 months of membership, you will get for free the BTC yearly report and also the ETH yearly report for 2024, including eclipses, the Uranus-Jupiter conjunction, at least at general level, that is offered for this product. So please consider it until 31st of January, because then the offer will not be available anymore. Then we do have special discounts, and these are active for the whole year for all our Patreon members, regardless if you are silver or gold member. Of course, the rebate will be 20% for gold and 10% for silver, so it will be different. And you would get a one-time use for whatever product you want, when you want. Just contact me on Patreon or Telegram if you are in Telegram as a member for these tiers. And now let's dive finally into our weekly forecast. I think it was also interesting to pinpoint what we had already, and let's go along. So this week, I don't want to disappoint you, but we will not have a big aspect on BTC, for example, or something similar, but we will have a big event for the whole market nevertheless. And you can see here as a symbol, it's about Pluto entering Aquarius. And this will happen on January 21st, UTC time zone. And we will experience some of the things that we could see end of March, for around the 23rd of March, when it was the first time that Pluto entered Aquarius. It will enter, it will get, back and forth, and starting November, we will see that we have a new era, basically 20 years of Pluto in Aquarius. In any case, I expect a lot of movement for artificial intelligence because this seemed to be triggered by Pluto in Aquarius. Then the overview of the week. So the week for the markets, again, so it's general, it's quite good. So you see it's balanced from Monday to Friday. We do have in general good weather, not the best, but the mid-strength and low strength aspects. And we do have also some fires on Monday, and on Friday it's negative. This is the general fire for the market. And now if this is confirmed with the financial asset, we will have volatility triggered there. And we have also a relatively quiet weekend, but we have the big ingress or entering of Pluto into Aquarius, as mentioned. So if we go into details a bit, for cryptocurrencies and currencies, we start the week with a risk appetite. Venus trines the North Node Rahu, and we do have greediness enabled for the markets, so it will be sort of good. But I warn you, on Bitcoin, it would be a bit, slowed down, so to speak. Anyway, we can have peaks, even if they are not sustainable during the day. So it's a money-making opportunity at our level if you day trade. Then on Tuesday, we do have Sun, sextiles, Neptune. This brings idealism in the market in general. It's a weak but still positive influence, so the growth will be somehow maintained. Then 17th is quiet. So these are maybe the most dangerous days and less predictable. It depends a lot on the financial asset because we don't have any special aspects exact right now, but we can see it as a merge from the previous day and the next day, which is again positive. So it's like Mercury sextile Saturn. This means that we might have good news about regulation. We expect, all expect, approval sooner or later, I think, but it's like we will get a mild, so to speak, stability here because it's a positive aspect and it's low intensity. So we will have price increases in the markets. Then we do have Friday, January 19th, Mercury trine Jupiter. This is stronger and it will really bring, prices up. But again, we have volatility downward. So it depends on the financial asset. We might have here also peaks during the day. And Venus squares Neptune, so this is a negative influence and brings some confusion. So it could be that we have a Mercury is also related to news, optimistic news that are again negated in a way, or something appears that will bring instability in the price action. Then Saturday and Sunday, so usually for me, the weekends are more quiet, as you see also in terms of transaction volume, maybe not really lately, but in general, the astrology plays out at the beginning of the next week. So Pluto conjuncts the Sun on January 20th for the last time in our lives in the tropical Capricorn. So it's like a negative aspect, to be honest, from my experience, at least for the financial assets, but it's a subtle one, it's a long-term one. So once we will have also, the entering of Pluto in Aquarius, things will change because it's a new beginning, but it's like, the end of an era, which is really, put today. So it's like a cut, so to speak. And on the same day, Mars trines Lilith. This is a increase of the risk appetite, which could manifest more on Monday, so the next week. Then the last day, of the week, yes, it's a Sunday, but as I said, it's the close of an epoch. It's the start of a new one, and Pluto represents transformation, and the fact that it happens really when Pluto is conjunct the Sun, and Sun is leadership, for example, we will experience in the next 20 years, progressively a lot of transformation in this regard. Yes, that would be it for now. In any case, we will not have, the big pumps anymore, I guess. I expect rather a correction. I refer here more to the crypto market, to BTC. So for the ones interested, I invite you, to take advantage until the end of the month of this offer, so that you can have also a bigger time frame on seeing, what is in store for BTC, what are the key days, because the precision is quite good, especially if the planets don't change direction. Otherwise, you need to be patient a few days in general. Thank you so much for your attention, for liking and subscribing. This really helps the channel. And until next time, be joyful and all the best to you.